Welcome back to Supernova, where we ignite conversations that matter and share stories that resonate. Today, I have a personal tale to tell, one that's filled with unexpected challenges, raw emotions, and a powerful message. This is My Red Teary Eyes, a day of struggles and shocks. After the weekend test, I started preparing for my engineering electromagnetics lecture the following day. However, prior that night, I stayed up late working, so I was hoping and praying that I would be able to wake up early for class because I was up late working on my videos for TikTok, which was quite strenuous. Just as I was about finishing up, the vid editing software disrupted the order of my video frames and misaligned the audio script. Essentially, the auto feature messed up my video production, and I was out of time. Worst of all, my laptop battery was about to die. When I began, I had a fully charged PC battery, which gradually went to power-saving mode as my work progressed until it finally went off. Adding to the frustration, there was no electrical power in the neighborhood at the time. Just as my laptop died, I managed to complete the video and copy it to my phone. The next day, I woke up scared that I had overslept. My phone was dead, so no alarm woke me up early, because some of you might ask, why didn't I set an alarm clock? I couldn't check the time. I was terrified because I didn't want to miss my early morning lecture. Don't even get me started with the lecturer of the electromagnetics course. He's as unreasonably strict and heartless as Professor Viru from the movie 3 Idiots. I said to myself, I would skip class. But as I plugged my phone into a power bank, it came on at a 3% marked charge, and I was finally able to check the time. It was 8:30 a.m., hallelujah. I was 30 minutes late for class, but I thanked God because I thought it was 10 a.m. 30 minutes is still a level of lateness that I can still manage. I quickly brushed my teeth, skipped the showers. My broke self borrowed 500 naira from my brother for transport and ran off to class. I made it to class and signed my attendance. My flawless attendance record remained undented. I got to class at 8:45 a.m. and listened as the lecturer taught Maxwell's equations of electromagnetism. During the class, I overheard two students discussing how Monetrix crypto had launched, and I was unaware. I felt bad because it was a big loss. I couldn't help myself. I had to boycott class to discuss it with him, still in lecture. He told me he paid 12k naira gas fee, so I was surprised. So much to withdraw his coins. After class, I started heading home on foot, a lot still on my mind. When I got to my junction, I remembered my earpiece was bad. Shoots. I had to get a new one, so I planned to, and then I decided boarding a bus to take me to Ring Road where I could buy a new one. I walked to stand on the sidewalk beside a young albino-looking lady. As a young man, when she saw me, she didn't even smile at me, no courtesy. I remember a time when ladies were ladies, they would greet a man with a smile. Well, she eventually boarded a bus that took her to her destination wherever that was. Just glad that tension was over. So while waiting for our college shuttle bus because it was cheaper, 200 naira, the regular ones were oddly greedily expensive, they charged 300 naira regardless of distance. Just a few years ago, transport was 50 naira, now, in 2024, we see a more than 300% increase, so unfortunate. As I got on the bus, I sat at the back beside a middle-aged man. Then a young girl sat beside me, subtly clinging, but I refused to show any noticeable reaction or interest. When we arrived, I put on my Bluetooth earbuds and just kept walking briskly towards my target, the phone accessories market. I walked quickly. I don't walk outside much anymore due to the increasing discomfort I feel in public spaces because of lewd dressing and provocative appearances. However, when I finally walked from the bus stop to the market, I clenched my stomach tightly to prepare for the unsettling sight of the present-day world. I walked into the shop to buy the earpiece and pulled out my debit card to pay. There was an issue where the POS terminal declined my payment but still debited my account. They had to rectify it by refunding my money back. While I waited, I started to observe my immediate environment, and what I saw shocked me painfully. I believe we should all have a level of decency, responsibility, and care for how we present ourselves in public. We should dress with love in our hearts, not hate. But what I saw was really not good. I saw a man with the hair of a woman, wearing ripped jeans that looked like his legs were attacked by wild animals. And he seemed cool in them. I wasn't, though. I felt terrible seeing those. Next, I saw multiple women in skin-tight leggings without any trace of underwear, wearing short belly-exposing shirts with no bras underneath. It was horrible to behold. I couldn't help but hold myself from staring in deep sorrow. Eventually, the payment issue was sorted out, and I took the earpiece and left, running out in panic and tears. It was an intense moment of emotional distress. I walked speedily to the bus and headed straight home. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not tear each other apart. Let's love, not hate. Public indecency is an act of disrespect. When I finally got home, I was traumatized and sad. In my heart, I cried a lot that entire day. Do me one better, don't just be a quiet viewer. Take action. Like, follow, and subscribe if you want to hear more stories like this regularly. Supernova signing out.